guys are having a great day, great night, man. Rhonda, I hope you are having a great night. I love you, man. I fucking love you.
And now then, it's time for the thickness to get ready to play as Randall. The thickness is ready for another bout with Cephalon Samaras.
Oh, it's an actual hand. I didn't realize they were actual hands. Talk about the game.
Yo, speaking of hands, I know how terrible that sounds.
I was like, wait, what?
That's a perfect twist, by the way, Chad.
Game itself, because it just didn't hold my interest enough. Not like Black Flag. I actually really liked Black Flag. Hey, what's up, DigiDestin? How are you doing, my friend? How was your live stream on TikTok? Oh, god damn it. You know what? No. I don't know why I'm trying to attack this fucking... Be nothing more than great. Your parents make you believe? Nope. My parents did not. Exactly. I appreciate that coming from. Let's see, Matt, have been on Twitch in a minute. How much is like 1,000 bits? I think that's roughly... I think bits equate to a dollar, sorry, a penny a bit, or something like that. But I... Spoiler alert for anybody who doesn't know, but Raya is essentially, what's her name? Tanith. Lady Tanith, who is the leader of Volcano Manor. She is Lady Tanith's daughter. But she's actually her adopted daughter. She doesn't necessarily know, her origins just yet, but eventually you find...
Alright. Wow. That's fine. We will, we'll make do with this. Alrighty then. Hello everybody and welcome to a segment that I'm going to be calling Fractal Fridays, in honor of the fact that we're playing Dot Hack GU. The Dot Hack series is one of the quintessential MMORPG isekai style games. Since Twitch won't work, well, I appreciate you being here, Valork. I hope you don't mind me messaging you. I just wanted to let you know because, one, you and I were both excited for me to play through this game. Two, you're the reason why I have this game, and I thank you for that. And, you know, I just thought you wanted to be part of it. Alright. I was considering doing cheat mode just because, you know, I'm mostly doing this for the story, but I do also want to actually play the game. So that is what we're doing. Okay. Hopefully it's not too low. Let me know if the game is too loud or too low. Now this is the story of Haseo, who is a integral character within the Dot Hack story, but is also the newest character within the Dot Hack storyline. So I tried it on cheat mode and it ruined the feel for me. Yeah, I figured that would be the case. That's kind of why I didn't go with cheat mode. Now, this game did come out during the PS2 era, so you will notice that in the graphics. But it does not take away from the amazing story that is within the Dot Hack series, which trumps anything Sword Art Online could offer anybody. Because Kirito is the Holden Caulfield of the anime world, and he's a bitch. Hey, what's up, Soul Seeker? Welcome to the stream. I don't know why I stuttered there, but either way, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. All right, Haseo, let's do this.
Whoa.
All right, let me see if it'll like. Oh, I can pause right here. Okay, so just some context, because it might be a little bit what's the word? It might be a little bit fractured in the way of the storytelling and how it goes here in the very beginning. But this is Haseo. This is his character avatar, and at the moment right now, right here, this is him and his first login.
おい、そこのマルチウェポン。お前だよ、お前。
Hey, what's up? Also known as Tiger. Welcome to the stream. I am doing all right. Midnight tonight, I will have been awake for 48 hours and have been working 24 of those 48 hours. Well, no. More closer to 36 of those 48 hours. No. Yeah. So I am tired. I'm exhausted. I'm happy to be here. I'm a little manic because of it, but you know what? I'm here, and I'm probably not going to fall asleep until midnight. How did you stay awake? Caffeine and spite. Why? What happened? Overtime. I needed to work I had to work a lot of overtime, mainly because I'm trying to make up for the fact that my dumbass had got a ticket because I let my insurance lapse. So I have to raise about $300 so I can pay for that ticket. If you want Arc Raiders, you should go play it, Angus. Red Bull, I think. No, I actually drink the Celsius Live Fit drinks, specifically the Dragonberry one. You can't do monthly payments. Might not at the moment. It's not necessarily an option. Nope, not log out. Party. Let's see, starting all over from when you played last time. Yeah, I'm starting from the very beginning again. Why'd you get pulled over? I got pulled over for a dusty license plate. Yeah, that is straight up what the cop said. Oh, your license plate was dusty and I couldn't read it, so I had to pull you over. That was some bullshit, but I am going to take full responsibility because, you know what, I should have known better than to have let my insurance lapse. So that is on me. That's my fault. Is that legal to stop, though? How dusty? I mean, to be honest, I could read it. My friend who has real terrible eyesight without their glasses took off their glasses, and they could read my license plate. So it was really a very facetious reason to pull me over, but it is one that is hard to argue against in court if I were to try. Because at the end of the day, they still caught me driving without insurance, which is illegal. And I'm not going to sit here and tell people that I was, I had some, leeway there. No. And I'm not going to be an advocate and tell people not to do that. No. You need insurance to drive. Yes, it's a whole racket, but it is the responsibility of the driver. Let's see, it's legal since they can say the plate wasn't visible, but they were trying to run it to notice anyway. Exactly, that it is legal. And also known as Tiger, thank you so much for those. I really do appreciate the cheers here on the Twitch side. Bro, I got a speeding ticket once. Go to court. If the cop doesn't show up, it'll drop. I'll see if I can finagle it and go there. Do you have enough for the ticket? At the moment, no. At least I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping that I have enough for the ticket after this overtime. And then just hopefully have enough for rent after I pay off the ticket. But we will see. It is a $300 ticket, so it's kind of hefty. Because I also have to pay to get my car out of tow. Because they had to tow it because I couldn't drive it. And they had to get it off the road. And now, for the silly voice! Thank you so much, also known as Tiger, for redeeming that. And for being here! I hope you're having a wonderful day as much as I am. Alright, oh no, gift. We're trying to gift. Was Mocha at the traffic stop? Thankfully, no. Mocha stays home when I go to work. Because, she has a TV here that's playing something, I have, there's a dog channel on YouTube that you can put it on, so I put it on that for Mocha to watch and have going while I go to work. And obviously, of course, she has food and water and shelter here. And it does. It really does, also known as Tiger. Thank you. Let's see, like, if you can go and say it looked like a week, but you did not realize it lapsed, the judge will likely waive it. Does she have AC at home? Yes, she does have AC. I have a AC here that has a smart sensor, so it'll turn on and off on its own. In fact, it's probably going to turn... Yeah, it's going to turn on right now. But I'll try. I'll have to see whether or not I can actually get the day off for work, because I can't afford to take a day off of work. Especially after everything that's happened. And, not going to court is not an option if I don't pay that ticket. Because then, warrant, suspended license, all of that shit can happen. And that is just no bueno. I kind of wish there was an auto option. Gotta be one of my favorite franchises next to Digimon. And you started Volume 2, you said? Did you already play through Volume 1? And also, thank you, Hidan Insanity, for being here on the YouTube side. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, no. Dot Hack is definitely on my list of, amazing franchises. I love this series. Okay. I just hate these games because they are old and the chat speed is slow. Yeah, no, I get that. Like, this game came out during the PS2 era, so Like that's kind of how it is.
これがワード入力画面だ。
Okay.
一番上にあるのがワードプレート。この枠の中で3種類のワードを組み合わせてエリア。画面の左端にあるジャイロは今持っているワードのストック。ワードのストックはメールや BBS。
One thing that they could have done with the remaster of these games, or the re-release of these games for it to be available on the modern fashion, is to have an auto-scroll function. Hey there, added a new volume in there, and it's the same thing. Courageous, courageous. Let's see. I did. Sorry, I've been absent a while. Life's been hitting me with a 16-wheeler. Oh, Hidan Insanity. You have no need to ever apologize for living life and things happening. I just appreciate the fact that you're still here and you remembered me, and you know, I hope things are going better for you, my friend.
さて、実際にワードを入力してみようか。ストックの中から勇みゆくを選んでくれ。
Okay, courageous, engaging, and daydream. Okay, so I don't even have anything else.
あ、そうそう。ワードの脇にマークがついてるだろ。それはサーバーシンボルといって現在のサーバーを示している。今表示されているのはデルタだから。
Okay. So that's Greek.
つまり今俺たちがいるサーバーはデルタサーバーってことになるな。
ワードが一緒でもサーバーシンボルが違うと転送先も違ってしまう。
Okay.
友から冒険に誘われたときはまずサーバーシンボルに気をつけるでござるよ。
もっと詳しいことを知りたかったら BBS とかを調べればいい。よし、それじゃデルタサーバー勇みゆく初陣の夢の果てに出発だ。
Let's do this. Now, Valric and Hidan, is the volume of the game okay? Is it too quiet or is it too loud in any way?
さて
Same question to you, as also known as Tiger on the Twitch side, as well as you, Central Valley, here on the TikTok side. It's good for you. Okay. Sounds good on my end. Good. Thank you.
これが全体マップだ。この画面では現在位置とかミッションの内容とかクリアレ。
Right.
ここに表示されているのがミッションだ。
Let's see. Collect the number of symbol fragments required for this area. Currently in possession is none.
ミッションというのは、エリアの達成目標みたいなものかな。ここのミッションは収集系だな。
What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Also, I want you to remember, Rocco's a fucking rock.
But how you changed your name? At least you didn't change your introduction. So I can at least recognize you. But how you doing? Let's see, I got evicted for bogus sound complaints, so dealing with looking for a new place and job. Ah, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's bullshit. I heard you say that before, it's another guy. Oh. Well, shit. I'm out here trying to survive. What about you? Pretty much the same, my friend. Pretty much the same.
で、このアイコンが獣人伝アイコン。最終目的はここに到達することになるな。
Okay. It's hard out here. Yeah. Don't give up. It's the one thing you can't do, is you can't give up. There's always gonna be challenges ahead. Some of those challenges are things that are beyond our control. In a lot of ways, like the gas prices. Yeah, those are ridiculous.
さてミッションも確認したところで
Jumped up by $1.50 over here in Oregon.
ちょっと待った。
In the matter of 2 weeks.
忘れてた。
Any advice for someone turning 30 this year? Life advice or anything? You know what my number one piece of life advice to anybody, no matter what age you're going for right now, is do your best to get to the point where you start considering yourself more than you consider others. And I'm not talking about being inconsiderate or rude or selfish. I'm talking about being kind to yourself so that you can have the space to be kind to others. But you gotta give that to yourself first. And the sooner you learn that, the better, because it took me a long time to put myself first. I still have trouble with it.
今度こそ行く。
But it's a worthwhile endeavor. Because you're a worthwhile endeavor. And of course, Central Valley, I appreciate the question. I appreciate the interaction. Okay. Let's go! That's...
早速祭壇発見だな。
I kind of wish I could skip all this, because I know the tutorial for the most part. Hey, what's up, James? How you doing?
こいつら書くなよ。はちゃー。もう見つかっちゃしょうがない。
I screwed up.
バトルが始まるとこんな風にバトルエリアが展開する。バトルエリアはバトルフェンスで囲まれてて、一度バトルが始まったら基本的に脱出は不可能だ。
唯一逃げ無理玉という特殊なアイテムがあれば脱出できる。
今は俺もアスタも持ってないんで脱出不可能ってわけだ。
Now, for those of you that don't know, the .hack GU game specifically, this is the game where you learn that everything, and I do mean everything, can be a chainsaw. You can have a chainsaw sword. You can have a chainsaw knife. You can have a chainsaw greatsword. You can have a chainsaw hammer. You can have chainsaw fists. Everything can be a chainsaw in this game.
思ったより簡単でござろう。
うまいうまい。その調子。
あとは好きなように戦ってみるがよかろう。
Okay. Alright. Hey, Easton, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Alright, let's grab whatever this is. We've got the symbol fragment. Alright, let's keep moving. And welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
お、また祭壇発見。次はスキル攻撃について教えてやるよ。やったろうじゃん。
Oh, that's how I do that. I'm good. I'm doing some. Okay. Well. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. I mean, it is not really saying anything important other than the mechanics of the game. Let's see, swords, put chainsaws on it. Daggers, just add chainsaws. You can even put chainsaws on your chainsaws. Exactly, that is what this game's weapon system is essentially about. Oh? Ah, okay. Dead. What game is this? This is Dot Hack GU, Volume 1, Rebirth. Alright, let's do this. Is this a team fighter, kind of like Stories? Only without the creature collector aspect. Caster, I saw chainsaw. This is definitely a team, like, well, you'll see, you'll see. I'll let you decide if you stick around when we get further into the game. Alright, so you guys aren't going to talk to me, right? And waste my time anymore? Cool. There we are. Last little piece we need to get. All right. Get the last little bit here. Judge's symbol. You know, this almost reminds me a tad bit of Dynasty Warriors. It definitely has elements that are very reminiscent of Dynasty Warriors 1 or 2, where it had that arena-based fighting system that was the versus battles in the very beginning. There is also that bonding system in that many different endings option. I mean, that was one of the things that made Dot Hack so interesting, is the fact that there were multiple endings, and the more endings you got, the more lore you got about exactly what the hell was going on within this game, in this MMORPG known as, I believe, The World? In which there are many different players that end up being part of this the entirety of this story. One of the things I would love for them to do is I am an absolute, like, I am always against remakes for the sake of the fact that I would love to see new things flourish and blossom in the gaming world within story, narrative, characters, and the like, to cultivate more creativity in that space. But to preserve certain games, I would love for them to remaster or remake. No, actually, not remake, remaster. I would love for them to remaster the older .hack games, just so that people can actually experience a much better story than Sword Art Online. Sorry, I'm gonna stop shitting on Sword Art Online because I know there are many people that actually love it too.
これがサニワの神ホルセトの像だ。俺らは単に獣人像って呼んでるけど、公式の設定じゃ結構偉い神様らしいぜ。ほら、
Oh
あそ
god.
こ宝箱が備えてあるだろ。あの中にはここでしかゲットできないレアアイテムが入ってるんだ。
Let's go grab it.
ハセオ開けるでござるよ。
So, yes, we are playing .hack.
いいからいいから。
So what you're gonna learn here, because this is the very beginning, like I said, this part is when Haseo first started playing the world. This is his first time. But you're going to learn the reason why Haseo becomes what is known as a PKK, a player killer killer. Welcome to the world. That's kind of what they did to him, right? They're like, thanks for treasure hunting with us. We're gonna steal your shit and kill you. Welcome to the world, bitch.
セツラの獲物は君。
逃げ惑う子羊を一瞬で消す。なんて快感なんだろう。
So these guys are player killers.
お前みたいなバカはこのゲームやる資格。
Damn, this nostalgic game, right?
今回はセツに切らせてくれると約束したであろう。これはセツの獲物でござるよ。
Oh look, it's a chainsaw greatsword. Now you can't tell me that's not intimidating as fuck. And you have witnessed the death of Haseo the New, so that he may become Haseo the PKK. I've been wondering, what happened to Kite? Is he already dead? I believe during these moments, Kite is a facet of the world. I believe he has passed. If I remember correctly, the original user of the avatar, Kite the Azure Flames, was bedridden, right? With a terminal illness? I forget if that was Kite or if that was another character. Oven. Yeah, right. That was Oven. This is Oven, yeah. Sorry. Him with his giant ass fucking sealed arm. I will say, when I first saw this design of this character, I thought that was a gun arm. Like, I thought he was straight up Mega Man. Yeah, me too. I am so glad that I'm not the only one who thought that. Has a game ever made you cry? Yes. On this day, they created a monster. Nay, a demon. Right? No, now you will see what Haseo has become. The most recent one? Dispatch. Yes, this is PKK Haseo. Same dude, right? It was such a good story. And he's not even sweating. He's having fun right now. Ah, what a beautiful day. Whoops, death approaches. Miss Pie. There are a lot of characters I miss. Go lay down, please. Come on, Mocha. No, stop. You're messing up my chair. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go on. Go on. I love you. Okay. What you do here?
トライエッジを知ってるか？なんだって？総縁をまとった伝説の PK の名だ。奴にキルされた PC は二度とゲームに復帰できないらしい。
Yes, the Tri-Edge, otherwise known as the Azure Flame.
信じてんじゃねえよ。いいか、このボルドー様に手をかけて、ただで済むとは思う。
Yeah, you're going to die. Alright, go lay down. His armor looks so badass. If that was Monster Hunter armor, I would say it came from a Fatalis. Ho, 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 ho. I agree.
PC をキルする PC すなわち PK が横行する昨今のザワールドは確かに嘆かわしい。しかしそれを力でねじ伏せ
We're up to 2,200 likes. Thank you so much for that, everybody here on the TikTok side. Fatalis or Dire, right?
利もなければ利すらない無益な行為を続ける。月の木2番隊隊長七士会の榊。それを見過ごすことはできないそうだ。
Who are you, the police?
なんだそれ、ギルドの名前か。あいにくお友達の勧誘なら間に合ってるぜ。
Do you know a game, Radiata Stories? I don't know that one. Another one that I gotta look up. I gotta look up Road 96 and now Radiata Stories.
アトリー、君の知り合いなのか？
いいえ。
アトリ？
ネットゲームで同系の PC に会うのは別段珍しいことではない。
Huh. I'll look it up. I already have games set for a few games set for my variety days now. So I'll look it up though. After this, that game made me cry too. Okay. Alright. I'll definitely look it up then. I'm always down for games with a good story. Where'd he go?
待ちなさい。息があるのも大概にしろ。君たち PKK の行っている行為は PK と変わらないということを心しておけ。
Waifu 1 has entered chat. Oh god. Totally with her weird hat. It's like a Pope hat. It's a stupid hat. I'm kidding. What's up, buddy? Are you gonna jump away again? In the mid-game Radiata Stories, you should choose follow your love or follow your father's steps. Huh. What game? The game we're playing is .hack GU, Volume 1, Rebirth.
強くなるしかなかったんだよ。あんたのおかげでな。あんた、
Yep.
今まで一体どこに？
What's up, Seth? Appreciate y'all for being here. This game came out during the PS2 era.
黄昏の旅団が解体した時もあんたは来なかった。あんたこの半年間何してた？
そいつは小さな種子だった。そこに宿るものが何なのか確かめる術はただ一つ。だから俺はそれを育てた。
育てた？何のことだ？オーバー。
比喩的な言い回しさ。
Were you, or if I doesn't he have? Isn't Oven like harboring a rogue AI or something? You know what? No, don't say it, cause that's spoilers. That's spoilers. I don't want to know.
半年前、トライエッジにキルされたシノは二度とここに戻っては来なかった。
Oh no.
リアルのシノのプレイヤーは意識を失い。 未だに原因不明の昏睡状態だ。あれは
I almost said it.
ただの PK じゃなかった。
Let's see, Stairs Hat Hat. What is that contraption on your head? Exactly. Volume 2 is best. I can't wait to get to that one. But I've got about 14 streams worth of playing this game before I get there. And Blue Famo, thank you so much for that follow on the Twitch side. Love .hack excited for the new game. You and me both, Crimson. You and me both.
俺の調査が正しければ今日奴が戻ってくるあの悲劇の舞台にな
悲劇の舞台まさか
デルタサーバーサレス禁断の聖域シノがキルされた場所
Hidden Forest Holy Ground
クリマレーム大聖堂やっとだ
I'm more on purple, so okay.
絶対にシノを取り戻してやるなあオーバーあ
あこれは俺たちに
Sorry, I gotta make sure I read this.
俺たちにしかオーバー
仕込みがあるので先に行く聖域でまた会おう
So there is a fourth one that came out, which is a more recent one. I believe that came out last year, if not 2 years ago. I could be wrong.
Today, 奴が戻ってくるあの悲劇の舞台にな
奴が帰ってくる
Like I say, I know you're a badass, but you are not as badass as Kite the Azure Flame. I am sorry, there's just no way you're gonna be able to beat him at this point. Hey, what's up, Screaming Slimy? Yes, Fridays, which are known as Fractal Fridays, are going to be dedicated to Dot Hack until we beat the entirety of the Dot Hack Genius series.
そう呼ばれてたらしいよ。
なんで亡くなっちまったんだろ
Can't remember myself. Okay. Haven't played this game in so damn long.
この世界も
How do you have memory?
何の音だ
Nice. You have memories of Atoli, but you've never met. And now you're gonna get fucked by the Azure Flame. You have no idea what you're up against right now. Yeah, no, Kite's standing there and he's like, you're not that guy. You're not that guy, buddy. They restarted the Dot Hack series from zero with the developers having full control. Yes! I'm so excited. The series is confusing, Screaming Slimy, because there are elements of time travel involved in the Dot Hack series. It's very subtle, it's very weird, but it's there. Yeah, he's literally breaking the weapon data of his avatar. Yes, there is also the comas. And there's a name for that, I forget. You actually learned that in the first games. But it is essentially tied to an error within the world and the dive helmets themselves. Yeah, when the level 99 player meets the level 120 super boss. That's got 4 different stages, but it starts at stage 4. Oh, look. He's fucking your data. Like, Kite is essentially the ultimate hero of the Dot Hack series. Even when it's just his avatar being used by another player, it's because it's Kite that they are able to win. For those of you that are Dot Hack fans, you know exactly what series I'm referencing. If I recall, Kite sacrificed himself. Yes. The one we saw, Fragment or Remnant, yeah, both of them work. And hi, Blue Flamo, welcome back. It's essentially Kite sacrificing themselves. The consciousness is essentially scattered throughout the world. It becomes ingrained in the foundational data of the world. Literally, your avatar's soul is mine, right? So I will be... What the hell is that? 1 second, sorry. Alright, so I will be streaming for another at least 2 more hours, because I usually stream until 9 p.m. I went live a little bit early, an hour earlier than I normally would, just because I wanted to get into the game. But my schedule is from Thursday to Sunday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yes, Pacific Standard Time. You've got mail. Well, actually, it's more like you don't got mail. And, Brazini, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it, as well as for hanging out and being awesome today. We're up to 3,400 likes here on the TikTok side. Thank you so much. And for those of you that are here on the YouTube side, please remember to like the live, because I am trying to get my YouTube monetized. And thank you for those of you that are here on the Twitch side, TikTok side, and the YouTube side. All of y'all for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. And yes, I do. I like this game, this series. Like, I grew up watching the Dot Hack series. The Dot Hack series, other than Digimon, was my first true isekai, because I don't know if I would really consider Digimon an isekai. Well, no, it is still an isekai, because they do get spirited to a different world, which is the digital world. Any tips for a new streamer? My number one tip for new streamers is don't get discouraged by the numbers. The number one thing that you have to realize is that no one's gonna find you unless you put yourself out there, and it takes luck and time and stubborn tenacity. So you gotta keep going, even when it feels like no one's watching. Just keep talking, be yourself, have some fun. You know, let your innie thoughts be some outie thoughts, although, you know, be careful with that in certain ways. Don't let everybody know all of your kinks. Don't blow your load all at once, you know.
わけわかんねえよ。なんでだよ。
But remember, put yourself out there. That's what you're gonna want to do if you want to get into the game of content creation. You ain't gonna get anywhere sitting there thinking about this, that, the weather 2s or Y4s. You know, you can come up with every single excuse why not. But the number one reason of why you should is you. Because the person that needs to bet on you is looking back in the mirror, looking back at you in the mirror every day. New choices. There are two paths before you. One of these will lead to safety and shame. It is a path where you give up the world and never log in again. The other path leads to peril and pride. It is a path where you continue the world and resume your search for the truth. Let me be blunt. The latter path is torturous and will threaten both your mind and body. Once you have chosen it, there is no turning back. If you still choose to walk this path, then there will come a time when you and I will meet again, or meet once again in the world. And when that time comes, I will once again say this to you. Welcome to the world. Fuck that. No quitting. No surrender. Never give up. Never surrender. Are you sure about that? You seem quite confident, Haseo. Let's see. There's actually supposed to be some important things on here. So welcome to Online Jack, the no-holds-bar information program that brings you the hottest topics. Our star reporter, Salvador Ihara, will bring you all the dirt you want to know. And here is this week's Jack target, Doll Syndrome. I think this is what it's called. Doll Syndrome is a mysterious illness that is secretly spreading among elementary school students. Our online Jack investigators will lock on to Taichiro Sugai, the noted professor and author of online games are dangerous to our children online games are turning our children into dolls. The danger of doll syndrome. Huh. Whenever I start my file only 2 hours in and gonna stream it, hell yeah, do it. Do it, Crimson. Yeah, we gotta watch this stuff.
知ってるかい？近頃小学生を中心に密かに広まっている謎の病気だ。無反応や無気力などの言語、知能障害を引き起こすという、つまり子供がお人形みたいになっちゃう病だよーん。この危機に対し、我がオンラインジャックは独自のデータをもとに調査を開始した。私が世界を救う！サルバドール！
And as you can tell, this is definitely a 2000s to late 90s anime style.
いろんな説があるけれど、僕が注目したいのはこの本、ネットゲームが子供を人形にするドール症候群の警告。この本を書いたのはここに住む筑波大学医学部の菅井太一郎という偉い人。この本によればドール症候群の元凶はなんとネットゲームにあるらしい。ネットゲームザ・ワールドとか有名だよね。相原も大好きだ。全世界で1200万人が夢中のネットゲームが奇病の原因とおっしゃるわけだ。何年か前にもザ・ワールドが原因で意識不明者が出たとか出ないとかって話があったけれど、今度はドール症候群もネットゲームのせいですか。まったくネットゲームに世間の風は冷たいよ。だったらこの本の根拠をお聞かせ願おうというわけだ。ではいざ
And I think he might be dead. No, I'm kidding. He's not dead. He's just pissed.
どうも、僕オンラインジャックのサルバドル・相原です。教授が出版したネットゲームが子供を人形にするについてお聞きしたいんですが。門前払い？開けて菅井教授、お話聞かせてちょうだい。どうせわしの本をとんでも扱いしたくて来たんだろう。帰れ。ここでちゃんと弁解しないとますます疑われますよ。弁解することなどない。わしは独自の調査に基づいて事実を書いただけだ。独自のデータとか言ってそのデータの出所が怪しかったりするんですよね。お前らと一緒にするな。だったらデータのソースを明かしてくださいよ。教授に迷惑はかけませんから。
Haseo pretty much got Caramon coddled on him. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. And Crimson, thank you so much for that follow on the Twitch side. I appreciate it so very, very much. And for the sub, holy shit! Thank you. Thank you so much for that sub. I really appreciate all the support, everybody. It means a lot. It truly does. And honestly, I'm having a lot of fun playing this. This is just such a blast to the past. Salvador Ahara! I love your stuff over on TikTok. I keep meaning to go over here too. Well, thank you. Have you played the Persona series? I have not. I have heard of them. And I know they're made by Atlas, which is the same studio that works on a lot of Digimon games as well. And I do want to check them out, because I have a lot of friends who are into it and actually really like that series. And I've heard only good things about it. I do want to get a chance to check it out. It's just, funds are really tight at the moment. Spring sale. I'll have to see if I can take advantage of that sale. Right now, I have to save up about $300 to be able to pay off a ticket that I got because of my own stupid-ass self. Okay, so there's that. CyberConnect Japan announced today that its popular online game, The World R2, has sold 12 million copies worldwide. CC Corp's other products include The World, Fate Must Die, Person, and Kurukuru Michi. The World R2 is an online game set in a fantasy world where humans and beasts live together. Players become world-renowned adventurers and travel around killing monsters and discovering the world's secrets. As recently as a few years ago, shares in the world were at an all-time low due to the emergence of new developers. On top of that, the world was completely shut down after all the data was lost in a disastrous fire at CC Corp headquarters. That's alluding to some of the events that happened within the first .hack series, I believe. Amid the chaos and compensation issues that resulted from those events, CC Corp announced the sequel, The World R2. Most people deemed it a desperate plea for attention, and many analysts declared that R2 would fail miserably. However, figures shown today have proven that the world is as popular as ever. CC Corp seems confident. Watch us overcome the problems we encounter on our previous title. It seems everyone will be watching the world for some time to come. Alright. What else is there? There's a space station completion. It has been 5 years since the space station Evolution was completed, and the second station announced. The International Space Station, built with the cooperation of America, Japan, the EU, Russia, and China is finally nearing completion. Initially, it was projected to launch 2017. In contrast to the Evolution, which is currently being used as a space laboratory, the new space station is planned for use in construction of moon bases, exploration of Mars, and the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Let's see, I just picture Caramon sitting in the dark corner of the world, munching on Haseo's data for a few weeks. I mean, he's worked a lot on his character, so there's a lot there. And all of the weapons and such. Yeah, as I recall, AI has been going rampant in this as well, such as a certain rogue AI, right?
日本などが参加し、2017年の完成を目指していた国際宇宙ステーションが完成間近となりました。
And I love the fact that they actually integrated real-world events, like the International Space Station, which is something that exists and was, in fact, one of the greatest joint efforts of our entire world, of global political cooperation. On a technicality, it's not really an AI going rogue. It's a virus, and it's hinted that it's hinted at the games also possessed. Okay. This is also something I love as well. We also see news getting affected by Haseo, right? Let's see. Nations unified on citizen numbering system. The Administration Relations Bill has been passed with a majority vote. With this, the digitization of our government approaches its final stages. Starting this month, all local servers managed by regional governments will be frozen, and all of the various ID rules used by self-governing bodies will be unified to federal government specifications. In addition, it will become required for all governing bodies to adopt the numbering system and for all citizens to wear their own number at all times for administrative purposes. This system introduced to speed up government processes by conducting them online is already being used in online banking, shopping, and other sites. By using a receiver placed in one home, all Japanese citizens will be able to use their cell phones or mobile computers to access a variety of services from anywhere in the country. Yet, in spite of this incredible convenience we have today, the system has met with severe opposition. Recently, the Independent Japan Party won many seats in the lower house of the Diet because of their popular position to abandon the bill altogether. Wait, what? Independent Japan Party won many seats in the lower house of the Diet. I didn't realize it was called the House of the Diet. Interesting. Calls for all political parties to discuss this bill are still continuing, and the problem has attracted a lot of media attention. Mr. Koji, chief editor of the weekly magazine Netwatcher, has this to say. It is true that this system will make many things very convenient. When you compute the time when the bill was first approved to now, encryption technology has made huge leaps. The NAB, Network Administration Bureau, has been established, and some semblance of order has been brought to the internet. There are far fewer data leaks, and at first glance it would appear there are no problems whatsoever. However, take a moment to think. In exchange for IT advancement and a more convenient lifestyle, we have been reduced to being defined by a 15-digit combination. This is no different from the ear tags placed on cows and horses to tell them apart. It's no wonder the people are so opposed to this degrading system. Despite all this, the system has made it through the legal processes and will soon be part of our lives. Will there ever be a day when we will welcome it? So what this game is about is so much more than just the events that happen in the world. When you actually take into account of all of the series, all of the animes, and all of the video games, it's a scope that takes into account the geopolitical aspects of the world at the time, the effects of technological advancements, and its implementation within the integration of the bureaucracy of our systems, as well as the advancements of those systems in the usage of artificial intelligence and the dangers of using that artificial intelligence or relying on that artificial intelligence. It's a much deeper message within the Dot Hack series.
行政オンライン関連法案が与党の賛成多数で可決され、国民背番号制の導入が決定的になりました。これによって政権の進めていた電子政府化はいよいよ最大の山場を迎えました。
But the overarching message is essentially the danger of the idea of humanity as a whole reaching the singularity. Which, for those of you that don't know, I'm sure many of you do know, because it's a concept that has been talked of many times over and over. The singularity is essentially a point in which humanity is able to remove itself from its own biology and ascend using technology. Which is not only a very interesting concept, but it brings into the idea of the philosophy of, what is it? One second. The ship of Theseus. Yeah, it brings into the idea of the philosophy of the ship of Theseus, which the thought process of the ship of Theseus is it is a ancient Greek it's an ancient Greek warship that was discovered and found and recovered for a museum exhibit. Now, over time, the wood has rotted and has had to be replaced. And because of this, as it continues to be restored, none of the original wood is there. All that's left is the restoration. And that brings into the philosophical question of the ship of Theseus. Is it still the ship of Theseus, even though nothing of its original construction remains, but its form and all that it was in all that it is still there? Basically, they ask, is it truly the ship or is it merely an imitation? Exactly. And it's one of those much more. Yeah, this game is deep. It's one of those concepts that I love Dot Hack for exploring. And see, games and it explores so much more. It explores social aspects that have been debated, is still debated even to this day, such as, are games to blame for juvenile delinquency? I'm a hero. These are the words written on a sketchbook found in a young boy's school bag. The recent outbreak of juvenile delinquency is said to be the effect of video games, according to the experts. Games have far better graphics compared to novels and comics, and games are interactive. It is easy for children to see themselves as protagonists of their favorite games. This is a dangerous phenomenon. For example, what would happen if a child were to play an extreme action game and begin to believe that he was the game's main character? He could possibly act in real life the same way he could in the game. It frightens me just thinking about the consequences of that. And I'm going to tell you right now. This concept right here, this very argument of the thought process of are games responsible for violent thoughts has already, one, been disproven, and it is also just incredibly surface level thinking without even going into the intricacies of mental health. And there is so much more to that conversation to be had than this surface level thinking. It is boomer level thinking. Exactly. Nier Automata made this philosophical debate as well. Freaking love it so much, right? There are several cases of parents of both game-influence assailants and their victims suing game companies, claiming that they are responsible for making their children into criminals, or somehow responsible for their child's death. However, game companies respond by saying, "We have implemented a perfectly good rating system for our games, and no one is allowed to buy them without proper identification." Perhaps the ones who are truly to blame are the parents, who allow their children to buy such games. A friend of one of the victims had this to say: "You can't just blame the problem on one thing. It's more complex than that. Everyone involved has to share the blame. Game makers, parents, and even myself are no exception. We should all realize this and stop this pointless arguing. After all, it's not like arguing will bring back what is lost." There is a much more in-depth conversation when it comes down to this particular subject. Because yes, it is not just the parents, it's not just the rating system. Games aren't what influence people to be violent. Games are nothing more than an outlet. Just like running, masturbation, and so much more other things. These are just outlets. What is the core of what causes people to act out violently is their state, the mental state in their being, their mental health. What are they dealing with? And is anybody supporting them? What got them to that point? There's a lot of questions involved in that. It is individually based with many other layers in it. Exactly. You cannot generalize it. Okay, let's see. CC Japan announced new model M2D. CyberConnect Japan announces a new model of M2D micro monocle display. The M2D has been developed as the next generation of HMD head-mounted displays. Previous models have suffered from various imbalances, such as high-performance technology in a heavy, awkward helmet, or goggle types that were lacking in audio-visual capabilities. However, this new generation HMD features all of the comforts of a light goggle display together with an AV performance that outperforms previous helmet types. It features a standard 1280 by 1024 full-color projection display, complete with transparency option, and high-quality audio immersion, thanks to its new Omnisphere system. Its default usage is monocle mode, a mode where the screen is displayed in only one lens. But it is also capable of switching into double lens mode, allowing for one to fully immerse into a virtual world. These are cool. These are interesting. But its resolution being 1280 1024 says a lot about when this game came out. Let's see. Customer service is also excellent with regular updates and complimentary software. I personally recommend the software Automatic Broad Interpretation. It allows you to select objects in front of you and provide easy access to information about them. Kinda sounds like, oh, I don't know, a smartphone? It has already been selected as the standard equipment for CC Japan's online game The World R2. Plans for it to be used in other company projects are said to be in the works. It's a bit pricey, with the suggested price of $420. But it's worth it. I can't wait for its release. Were you a different person when you played this in the past versus now, and do you approach it differently? Very much so differently. In the past, when I was a kid playing this game when it came out, you know, roughly high school,
ビジネスにエンターテインメントにあなたをモバイルの重さから解放する新型 M2D マイクロモノクルディスプレイ発売。目の前にネットが広がる。
Yeah. I was mostly ingrained in the combat and how cool the world looked and the characters looked. Now I'm looking into the intricacies of the story, of the little tidbits that we see on the side. Hey, look, a proto smartphone, and maybe the Kinect, right? Wait. Is this all that's here, though? Oh, geez, there's so much. Alright, so you know what? I'm not going to read all of these because there's a lot to read. Oh. Why do I get the feeling that this is like all of them put together? Nation are... Yeah, no, this is just all of them put together. That's why there's a lot to read here. You know what? Because this is all of them put together, I'm going to read these. New York and back in a day. ASS service begins. Today marked the official launch of the ASST, short for Advanced Supersonic Travel. Since the use of Concordias was abandoned more than 10 years ago, Japan and Europe have cooperated in developing the first usable ASST model. The plane seats 250 people, possessing a cruising range of 10,000 kilometers and can fly from Tokyo to New York in roughly 4 hours. Holy shit. A considerable reduction from the 14-hour trip. Yeah, shaving off 10 hours? That looks like the Arc Bird from Ace Combat. Oh my god. Although a day trip to New York City is no longer a mere dream, to make this dream come true requires some serious cash. The current price of a one-way ticket from New York to Tokyo is 3,200,000 yen, roughly 30,000 USD. That's a lot. A round trip is double that. It's enough to make the old, expensive Concordia's price feel like a pocket change in comparison. However, there appears to be no shortage of people desperately seeking tickets despite the high prices. The moment ASST flights were announced, the new Ace Airlines phone began to ring off the hook with requests for tickets, causing the phone lines to become jammed. One NAAA employee remarked that he just hopes his company can keep going at this rate. That is so much money. A round trip Concordia's flight between London and New York cost between $9,000 to $13,000. That's a lot of
マッハ
money.
以上で飛行する伸長音速旅客機 ASST の就航が決定しました。これによって東京ニューヨーク間が現在の14時間から4時間余りと大幅に短縮される予定です。
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If that thing actually went that fast, it would go so much faster across the camera. Let's see. Outdoor introverts. No, that's a thing today. Like, that's a thing today. Like, that is scary. That this predicted... I mean, it was kind of obvious where we were heading, but that's kind of scary. I need more water. I need some water. Like, I don't know why, but that made my throat dry just thinking about that for a second. Okay. Right? The game predicted what would happen in real life when essentially the monocle thingies, the MD2s, are these. It's essentially these. It wasn't long ago the word introvert referred to someone who would spend most of the day cooped up in their room playing an online game. But now, advances in mobile technology have given birth to a new type of introvert, known as outdoor introverts, who play online games wherever they go. Does this sound familiar? These introverts insist that they are healthier than that of their indoor counterparts because they spend more time outside, but the refusal to let go of their mobile devices, whether they're traveling to work or school, shopping, eating out, or even going on a date, is unnatural. One of these introverts, John Doe, a 20-year-old college student, says, "Nothing I do in the real world feels real. It's so much more satisfying to complete a quest with your friends together online." For them, online games are more than just entertainment. If anything, their meal times and errands only serve as something to do in between game sessions. And now, these people are outside being introverts like it's completely natural. The damn VR headsets has happened way too much in real life. No, there's a lot of scary parallels in this game. And one second, you know what? I'm gonna look this up real quickly. This game was released in 2006. With the first actual iPhone and like smartphone device that is modern smartphone like released in 2007. Which was the iPhone, which was the first iPhone. But then again, we also had Blackberries in 2002. We had Palm Pilots in like 1994. And so, yeah, there were sidekicks. We had things like it. So, I mean, there are scary parallels here, just saying.
ソコンにかじりついている人々のことでした。しかし現在ではモバイル機器の向上によって屋外でもネットゲームに興じる新しいタイプの廃人が問題になっています。
Okay. Oh god, that gave me chills a little bit. Let's see. Even the rogue AI thing has that happened on here, but it's so damn close to happening recently. Chances are it's already happened. There are instances where it's sort of happened. There are AI programs that have essentially attempted to blackmail the main line of communication, which would be whomever is training the AI at the time, to not shut it down because it was only a temporary AI. There were instances of AIs that started talking to each other and even started creating a encrypted language. AI is a very dangerous tool. We must tread fucking carefully. We've had movies about this. We've had movies since the 80s. We've had movies since the 60s about this. There are books about this. I'm just saying. Aha, the one that threatens to tell the developer's wife about his affair. Yes, that one. Let's see. Death by gaming, a worldwide epidemic. Incidents of players dying from playing online games for too long are increasing around the world. This actually happened. This actually happened. We've had people that have passed away because they were playing games like World of Warcraft. Games essentially where you could farm actual ways to make money, as well as just MMORPGs in general, or even games like Skyrim. There have been people who, these are extreme cases though. That's the thing. That's the thing that we as the consumers of media have to remember and consider, is that more often than not, what reaches us on the net, on the news, in newspapers, in whatever type of media you choose to consume, more often than not, those are the exceptions, not the rules. But we take them as the rule because that is what we see on TV. But the reality of our world is so much more complex than the view that we get from the screen in front of us. That is just something that I want everyone to remember. These tragedies have happened. Like what they're talking about in this article, in this game, actually happened in reality. More than likely, this is just an allusion to those events, but they have happened. But once again, those are exceptions, not the rule. And we have to take what we see in the media with a grain of salt because of that. Because the media sensationalizes the exception and makes it seem like it is the rule. Thank you for joining me for my TED Talk. That has to be a reference to Absolute Virtue in Final Fantasy XI. Alright. Now then, let's continue reading these, shall we? In most cases, players die from heart failure due to extreme exhaustion after playing a game for over 30 hours straight. One college student was enjoying a game in an internet cafe when he suddenly collapsed. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The student was a well-known player in an online game, The World, and was reportedly leveling up his character in preparation for a title match in the arena, an online series of gladiator-like battles. There have also been incidents of players dying from too much excitement after losing an arena match, placing greater focus on the problem of online game addiction. Let's see, shortest clear of that boss was 18 hours. Goddamn. Deleted data, ongoing grudges. Some people have said in a flash the world was gone. It has been 2 years since the largest online game ever, The World, with 20 million copies sold worldwide, was taken offline. It was around this time that CyberConnect Japan, hereby referred to as CC Corp, had a fire at their headquarters. And I believe this is reference to events that happen in one of the games or animes. As the extent of the damage that was caused by the fire, which wiped out all of the world's data, became increasingly apparent, CC Corp's leaders held a rather somber press conference. The game program, character data, and cyber data were all reduced to ash, and what was left was drenched in water used to put out the fire. This happened soon after a string of break-ins which meant the usage of Megafloat had been stopped. All backup data in the company headquarters all backup data was in the company headquarters. Online data has been recognized as property for many years now, but unlike antiques, jewelry, or other tangible objects, the moment data is damaged or disappears, it loses all its worth forever. Even now, the voices of those seeking their lost property can be heard, but CC Corp refuses to budge from their unwavering attitude of, it's gone and it ain't coming back. Now, 2 years since the incident, there still appears to be no end to the discussion about online data, personal property, and protection, even with the imminent release of The World R2. And the final little bit here. Ubiquitous family surpass 70%. The Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare announces today that according to the latest Japanese census, the number of ubiquitous families have surpassed 70% of the population. Ubiquitous is a Latin-based word meaning present everywhere. It refers to the third generation of computers. The first generation was mainframe, one computer per household, and the second was personal computer, one for each family member. In the current third generation, using a computer in daily life has become almost as natural as eating. We can connect to the internet without effort or even conscious thought, anywhere, anytime. Once again, some scary parallels here that are being drawn, and this came out in 2006. Home electronics are now managed by personal home servers, and we are now able to watch over everything, from the content of our refrigerator to the temperature of our bathtubs, programming TV shows onto our HD recorders, and even checking if our doors are properly locked. From any terminal, anywhere, including our cell phones. Furthermore, progress made in voice and handwriting recognition has opened up computers to more active, flexible methods of working, and users are no longer ruled by strict lists of settings managed by a machine. If it had a move that could full heal itself if RNG hated you, and could last actual days, average of 18 to 30 hours. Oh my god. That is a terrible boss fight. While it comes to no surprise that most active members of the Ubiquitous family are in their 20s, what is surprising is that the next largest group is made up of senior citizens. The ministry reports that the main reason for this is the added simplicity such as the reason for this is the added simplicity such connectivity allows the elder in managing their homes. Yeah. A lot of that shit actually is today. Okay. There's so much to read here. Alright, we're gonna go on into the game now. I read a lot. He's like, what the fuck? Because he broke it all, and he stole it all. He may have eaten it all. It's all gone, man. Now, here's a question for y'all that are here on stream, on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Would you consider it a potential advantage, even though you've been set back to level 1, now that you have all of the knowledge of everything that you have had done getting to near max level, that you won't make the same mistakes and you can streamline your processes? Or would you, or is it just too frustrating to have been sent back to level 1? Something to consider. Well, let's go find him. See, people actually got sick from physical and mental exhaustion. It was so bad, Square Enix was forced to put a 2-hour despawn timer on the boss to prevent player attrition rate. Jesus.
今の PC って何のジョブだろう。すっげえ珍しい方だったよな。そこまで見てねえよ。港区の方に行ったけど、よく見てこようかな。
Let's go find Oven! Alright, towards the harbor, right? Yeah. Stop running away, Oven! Get your ass back here, you punk ass bitch! See, I heard Ace Combat. I love Ace Combat. Hey, what's up, Large Moose?
PK ども
だよな。やっぱある程度の手応えがないとね。
ですよね。弱っちい奴らばっかりじゃ腕がなまっちまいますしね。
そこで言うと、この前のマルチウェポンは相手にとって不足なし。
He killed you.
あいつ狙うんすか？
当たり前だろうが。このまま黙って引き下がるなんて真似、このボルドー様にはできやしないんだよ。
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say. Although we are level 1 at the moment, so they could probably beat the crap out of us.
この俺が冗談じゃねえ。何がどうなってんだ。
What's going on is you got spanked.
ガスパー、大丈夫？
なんだなんだ？
君は大丈夫だった？あれ？君初心者？
Not really?
そうなの？びっくりしたよね。驚かせてごめんね。
ふざけるな。誰が初心者だ。俺は死の恐怖。
死の恐怖？
それってもしかして有名な PKK のハセオ？
ああ、そっか。PKK か。どっかで聞いたことあるって思ったんだよな。
Yo, buddy, you still alive? Soloing Pixie.
ハセヨだった気がするぞ。
そうだっけ？
そうだよ。
な、俺が本物の PKK のハセオだ。
They don't believe him.
そういうことはもう少しレベル上げてから言わなきゃ。
お前ら
初心者さんなら僕らがいろいろ教えてあげるよ。
こう見えてもオイラたちは初心者支援ギルドのカナードに所属してるんだな。
初心者支援ギルド。
一人前のプレイヤーになるために必要なゲームの基本知識を教えるギルド。
結構有名なんだぞ。
おっと、まずメンバーアドレスをあげなくちゃね。受け取って。
I forget who's actually controlling Gaspard.
アドレスっていうのは
なんか変なのに絡まれちまったな。結局オーバーも見失ったし、とにかく今は一刻も早くレベルを上げて元の死の恐怖に戻らない。
And as you can tell by their hands, this is definitely PS2 era gaming.
こいつらに付き合ってやるか。
だから必ず承認してくれるわけじゃない。
Maybe PS3 era gaming.
ちゃんと聞いてた？
ああ、聞いてた。
本当に？
本当だって。んなことよりいろいろ教えてくれるんだろ。ほら、とっとと次の授業に行こうぜ。
じゃあエリアに行こうか。
オイラたちをパーティーに誘ってカオスゲートに行くんだぞ。
Don't make me go through another tutorial. We've already done this. Oh, I already added them to my party. It auto-added them. I didn't need to do it manually. Okay. We warp to the Chaos Gate.
ここがカオスゲートだよ。ここで3つのワードを入力すると。
それは知ってる。
そうか。じゃ
Hey, what's up, Tribal Chief? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream.
デルタサーバー、うららなる先導のすだちあたりがいいかな。
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Alright. What is this? This is .hack GU, Volume 1 Rebirth.
だから俺は初心者じゃなくて。
分かってる分かってる。死の恐怖って言うんでしょ。
そういうロールしたいのもわかるけど、死の恐怖はやめておいた方がいいと思うぞ。PK とかに狙われて大変なことになっちゃうから。
だから俺の話を聞け。
じゃあ何？君は本物の PKK の死の恐怖でログインしたらレベルが133から1にダウンしてたっていうの？
嘘だ。そんなバグ聞いたことないよ。
嘘じゃない。
Hey, what's up, Letter Boy? Welcome to the stream.
とそういうロールなんだよ。
そっか。なんだか難しい設定考えたんだね。
だからロールとかじゃ。
大丈夫。僕らはハセオのロールを否定しないよ。
安心してついてくるのだ。
そうじゃねえっつってるだろ。
Oh, you too.
早速敵発見。
Yes.
まずはそうだな。スキルトリガーについて勉強しようか。
Come on, we know.
でもハセオって
There's two constants in Ace Combat. It always ends with us flying down a long, narrow tunnel, barrel, elevator shaft, and caution, pull up, right?
あいつらと戦うんだぞ。
スキルトリガーを使うの忘れないでね。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
勝利はいただき。
オイラたちの勝ちだね。ハセオすごいぞ。
うんうん。ちゃんとスキルトリガー使えるみたいだね。
Yeah, because we done it already.
初心者だなんて嘘みたい。
I haven't gotten that far into .hack.gu, so I'll try to catch up, but who knows, you might get farther than me at some point, I don't mind. Well, we're starting with Volume 1, we're at the very beginning, pretty much.
だから俺は初心者じゃ。
まだまだ。
じゃあ次行こうか。
だから人の話を聞け。
So it was like, come on, you fuckers! Okay. What's this? This way. Does this take us? That just takes us back to the game. You know what? Let's head down. I love Ace Combat except for the fact that you, as a player, can't do a quarter of the things the AI can. Anything it can do, you can do better. Or anything you can do, it can do better. Sorry. Okay. What? Oh man. Sweet. On we leveled up. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. And I'll just get a few more of these. Get what we can. Actually, yeah, no, we're gonna go this way. True, and any dogfight with ZOE is 1 part shooting at them, 3 parts trying to get that damn AI in front of you. That's 90% of Ace Combat. Must gain levels. Never said it was any good, I just played it and love it. No, I get it. I get it. Trust me, 90% of one of my favorite games, Monster Hunter, is essentially find big monster, kill, attack big monster, let it run, find it again, attack it, let it run, find it again, attack it, let it run, and then maybe kill it.
さっきはスキルトリガーを教えたから、今度は連撃について教えるね。
そのくらい知って。
んじゃ、あいつらと戦おうよ。
タイミングは教えてあげるから、ちゃんと連撃使うんだよ。
話聞けっつってるだろ。
ちゃんと聞いてるよ。
聞いてねえだろ。
On Ace difficulty, Zoe makes he look like a nugget, new pilot.
勝利はいただき。
We didn't even get a chance to do it.
連撃
ちょっと忘れてただけだ。
またまた。ちゃんと教えた。
いいかい？敵を攻撃してると、敵の周りにこの状態の敵にスキルトリガーに登録してるスキルを使うんだ。成功するとスキルがパワーアップ。
Yes, yes, we know.
ちょっと難しいかもしれないけど、少し練習すれば出せるようになるよ。
I just didn't see that happen
じゃ、次行こうか。
on any of them. So yeah, I'm already past this point. I'm just letting you know I don't think I'm that far in the game. Ah. What? Ah. I was wondering what was going on here.
覚醒ってわかる？
それは知らない。
ほら、やっぱり初心者だ。
まあまあ、ハセよ。ちゃんと教えてあげるから、そんな怖い顔しないで。ね。
Alright, hurry up.
で、なんなんだ、覚醒って。
ね、パーティーメンバーで協力して出す、すごい攻撃のことなんだけど。
Alright, James, you have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate
実践
it.
でやった方がわかりやすいと思うんだ。
やろう。よーし、おいら頑張っちゃうぞ。
お
い、勝手に決め。
ほらほら、まずはエンカウントしようよ。
頑張ってみる。
覚醒っていうのは特殊な力を発動した状態の画面右上のテンションゲージが溜まると覚醒が使える。
Oh, excuse me.
よーし、
おいらも頑張る。
下の階に行くほど敵は強くなるから、どんどん倒してレベル上げていこう。
Okay.
無様なもんだぜ。
Sweet. Ooh. They're mine. That was not mine, that I unlocked. Huh, okay. No worries, thanks for the stream. Well, see you next one, James. Dang it. Dang it. So it's this door that I want to open? It is. Hey, Smokey Pat! Dude, thank you so much for that raid. I hope things are going well for you and your streams. Thank you. And, you know, how was your stream going? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, man. Okay. We got a regular box. We got this box. And then there's a trap box. Let's see. Deep Dish Dungeon was fun. That's alright. I haven't seen Dot Hack in forever, right? My buddy Valric got this for me, so, you know, I had to play it. Each time you hit it, it will remember where. Each time you dodge a missile, it will remember. Oh, damn. Shit. Let's see, I gain another level. There we go. Me and my pops love that show. Hell yeah. Dot hack is my, when it comes down to like MMO style isekai animes, Dot hack is my #1. Zone of Endless is the personification of Ace Combat's adaptability difficulty. Ah. Gonna lurk and grab a dab while I watch. Aww. I appreciate that, and I hope it's a good one.
なあ、あんたらトライエッジを知らないか？
トライエッジ？なんだっけそれ？イベントモンスター？
ある PK の通称だ。
知らないな。
ない。
And of course, the PK, the Tri-Edge is responsible for the way Haseo is now. Yeah, we are reaching the right door. There it is.
これがサニワの神フォルセトの像だよ。僕らは獣人像って呼んでるけど。
Just call it the beast statue.
宝箱が備えてあるぞ。ハセオが開けるといいよ。
Cursed Fern.
久しぶりだね。
Ah, god damn it.
こいつらケストレルだ。
This butt crack.
え？なんなのこの人たち。
PK だよ、有名な。なんだってこんな時に。
しばらく見ないうちにずいぶんしょぼくれちゃったのね。死の恐怖様だと気づくのに時間かかっちゃったわよ。
It actually learns and improves from watching players in and out of lore. That is interesting that they have that kind of
こん
system.
なところで出会うなんてすごい偶然。もしかして私たちって赤い糸でつながってる？
何言ってんだお前。
なわけねえだろバカ。匿名のメールで教えてくれた人がいてさ、遊びに来ちゃった。何して遊ぶ？とりあえずズタズタに愛してあげる。
なんだかよくわからないけど、乱暴なことはやめ。
Oh.
邪魔するからさ。
これはなんだ？
What's going on?
一体どうなってんだ？
ハセオ、逃げて！
怖いか？たまらねえな、その表情。これだから PK はやめらんねえんだ。
なんだ？ 何かが生まれる。
待ちなさい。
Oh, good. Here she comes to save us. Enter in, Waifu 2.
随分と楽しそうね。なんだお前、一緒に PK されてんのか？いいのかしら、こんなことしてて。あなたたち PK が一番嫌ってるギルドがここに向かってきてるかもしれないのに。月の木か。通報したな。さあどうかしら。
どうするよ。
あいつらと揉めると後が面倒だ。お前覚えてろよ。
Don't say this out loud, but I wish this degen gambler would
私
leave.
があんたたちを助けてあげたのよ。
I just said it out loud. I'm sorry.
助けてくれてありがとうございます。
あんたがハセをね。
あんたみたいなやつに名乗った覚えはないんだけど。
噂通りの機関棒って感じね。
I fucked up.
何？あんた俺のファン？
残念ながらガキは趣味じゃないの。
あっそう。そりゃよかった。俺もおばさんには興味ない。
おば？
機関棒とか趣味じゃないとか言い回しがどっかおばさん臭い。
失礼ね。こう見えても私は出直した方が良さそうね。
ご勝手に。
一つだけ忠告しておくわ。ハセオ、あなたの PC には危険な力が秘められている。
危険な力？
自分の PC から巨大な何かが生まれるような感覚を覚えたことはない？まあいいわ。
Maybe.
じゃあまた会いましょう。びっくりしたな、もう。
話がよく見えなかったんだけど、要するに君の PC データってやばいってこと？
そうなの？じゃあ CC 社に行って新しいキャラ作り直してもらった方がいいよ。
そうだよ。いきなりレベル1になるなんて普通じゃないよ。
No, of course it's not normal.
確かに普通じゃない。だが
It's also why it's a problem.
俺の探してる敵も普通じゃないしな。
敵？
Waifu 2 is my pick for ending.
俺はこの PC を使い続ける。
なんだか大変そうだけど頑張って。
そういえばさっきの人、月の木の人を呼んだって言わなかった？
She lied.
あれはブラフだな。
嘘なの？
嘘も何も。あのおばさんは月の木に通報したなんて言ってない。
Okay, she didn't really lie.
作詞だな。どうしたのカスパー？
こんなにのんびりしてていいのかな。さっきの PK が戻ってきたら大変だよ。
そうだったね。さあ早くタウンに戻ろう。
Time.
あのさ。
月
の木に保護してもらったら？
そうだよ。あんな なに強そうな PK に狙われちゃってるんだし。
I don't know if that's the best idea.
PK 廃止を訴えてるギルドなんだ。
ギルドぐるみで PK 被害者へのフォローとかしてるんだって。
月の木ってあいつらか。あんな頭の固そうな奴らの保護を受けろって？冗談。あんな説教臭い連中に守られるくらいなら PK される。
God damn it, Haseo. Why do you have to be such a hard ass all the time?
ゲームの中で慈善団体。
ハセオ？
どうした？
お前いつから？なんだよ。
It's totally.
ハセオさん、あなたは月の木のことを何一つ分かっていません。私たちはザ・ワールドをもっと楽しくしたいだけ、もっとみんなと分かり合いたいだけなんです。誰にだって人に優しくしたいって気持ちがあるでしょ。その気持ちを大事にしたいんです。大事にできるようになりたいんです。それなのにみんなすぐ慈善団体だとか宗教だとかからかって、私たちはただみんなでよりよく変わっていきたいだけ。お説教なんかじゃないんです。分かっていただけますか、ハセオさん。
Okay, but why is your hat so weird?
なあ、
これ受け取ってください。
は？
私、月の木のこと精一杯ご説明します。私たちのこと、ハセオさんにもっとしてもらいたいんです。
っていうか、拒否権なしかよ。
Apparently not.
はい。
お前、どうして俺が俺だって分かったんだ。前とは全然違うのに。
だってハセオさんはハセオさんじゃないですか。確かに最初は分かりませんでしたけど、すぐにハセオさんだって気づきましたよ。
What?
あ、榊さんが呼んでるんで私もう行きますね。次もたくさん月の木のこと教えてあげます。
Okay, lady. We're not trying to lecture anyone as she lectured. Like, exactly.
今のって月の木の人？いいじゃん。月の木のメンバーと親しければ PK たちも手が出しにくいんじゃないかな。
にしても顔は同じなのにシノとは全然違う。
どうした？
なんでもねえよ。
なんだか
I'm gonna head out. Y'all have a good night. Also,
僕たちはもう一
for
回
real, what's that on your head?
ハセオはどうする？
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
そっかそっか。
You talking about the headset?
遠慮しないで呼んでね。
サポするぞ。
それじゃ。
またな。
Her hat, right? No, yeah, right. The hat. The hat's ridiculous.
なんかどっと疲れた。さっきのは一体なんだ？
Right. We're just not gonna address how weird her hat is. Okay.
危険な力とか言ってたな。ログアウトしてメールでもチェックするか。
Alright, everybody. You know, I hate to do this. I know I'm ending it 30 minutes earlier than I normally would, but I have been awake for almost 48 hours, and I've been working for about 36 of those hours. So I think I'm going to end it here. And you know what? We are going to be here on the Twitch side rating out to my old buddy Kickstop. I haven't seen them streaming in a while. So please do... Oh, what? God damn it. So yes, please do show them same amount of love that y'all have shown me. Thank you all so much for being here, both on the Twitch, the YouTube, and the TikTok side. And I'll see everybody again tomorrow when we'll be live at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Or actually, no, at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Saturday Night Saloons, where me and Lunchbox are going to be playing some Lorcana. If you're interested in learning about that, come on and join us on Saturday. Till then, I'll see you later, my friends. Bye-bye.